Alrighty, here we go again. This time I'm going to cover a few things, and I'm going to cover something that's in a completely different market than what I normally cover. This is a 6-range chart of, what would that be? HE. Live hogs. Live hogs for April delivery. Now, the first thing I want you to notice here is when you see an ES chart, the number of contracts that are going off on these candles, like you see here, are like 9,000 contracts, 15,000, maybe between 35 and 45,000 when we're at a peak or a trough. You can see that this is a much quieter market. And because it is, I mean, look at these numbers. 345 contracts, 531, 46, 231, 417, blah, blah, blah. And because it's quiet, it allows its true nature to show itself a lot faster and with more prominence. And what I mean by that is because the evolution of the orders that are going off inside these candles and the propensity for this market to trade slower, it forms more patterns and it forms more order imbalances and fast market conditions. Now, if you don't know what a fast market condition is, anytime you see these bars, these candle bars, and there's green or there's red, this is a fast market condition for buyers, and this is a fast market condition for sellers. Now you can see here, can't really zoom this in too much, but there was, everything went off on the offer side. That's why this is green, because nobody on the bid side went off. On this one here, the offers all went off. The orders all went off on the bid side. So they're hitting the bid. That's why it's red. So it's, if you're a bull and you see red, you're dead. If you see green, I don't know. I don't have a quippy remark for the green, but it doesn't matter. What I'm going to show you here, and this is especially prominent in the hogs, for the simple fact that it's a quiet market. See this back to back right here? First we had a fast market that's green, and we had a fast market that's red. Back to back. Something's going down, man. Something's going down. And these purple lines right here, this purple dashed here, this purple dashed here, these are the Woody's pivots. And the Woody's pivots work on any stinking market, and they work really well. I didn't invent them. I don't really care that I didn't invent them. I just like the fact that they work. And I give my hats off to Mr. Woody Wood. Okay, so all I want to cover here, we're not going to go into any of the divergences or any of the hybrid signals. All I want to cover here is what you can do by just looking for these back-to-backs. Okay? So you had all this fast market action in the green, and then boom, very next bar, it got bipolar. When it gets bipolar, I mean, it gets crazy. And you can see it got hammered. Okay? Now, let's take a look at something else. What do we have here? We've got a back-to-back, right? A back-to-back. Not to mention the fact that we're sitting in this consolidation zone for an hour, for 1 hour. That's a long time to just be hanging out. You know that something is going down. And what kind of readings do we have here on the commitment of traders, or a measure of pressure? Positive, positive, oh, positive, and it's up here. You know what that means. Positive, oh, positive, and it's up here. Negative, negative 27, and then positive. You have all this positive pressure going on. And you have this back-to-back bipolar situation. So, you get this little blip up. Not bad, but not great. But this is what I want you to pay attention to. I want you to notice where this bipolar experience happened and where we pulled back to. After we had this move up, where did we pull back to? Right to that bipolar area. And we couldn't go any lower. So the little narrator who's reading this book for you is telling you that there's a floor here. And obviously you've got green, red, green, green, so you know this area is essential. Okay? You picking up what I'm throwing down on that one? All right, so let's continue to scroll. My apologies if the scrolling is annoying, but I have to do what I have to do. Okay, so that was Thursday. Let's get to Friday. Another bipolar situation here. Now, I could tell you right now, there's no way in hell after this occurred that you're getting in. You know what? Look at this. This is 9:30. This all happened within a minute. Okay? You're not, matter of fact, this was so fast that nothing even registered in these bars. So you're not, look, let's face facts. You are not going to get in there. And especially in the hogs, it gets really fucking crazy in the first 5 minutes. So I'm a hands-off kind of guy on that. Now, these lines here are from yesterday, so just keep that in mind. But I want you to pay attention to something here. We have another bipolar moment right here, right? So we would think that it would go up, but it doesn't. It ends up getting hit, but it's not that much collateral damage because we get another bipolar moment right stinking here. Okay, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. If this shit worked all the time, I'd probably have about 32 islands in the Caribbean. Okay, so here's another back-to-back bipolar moment. And what do we get? We get a slam. So when it works strongly. And when it doesn't work, the damage is minimal. And that's what we want to try to achieve. We want minimal collateral damage when it doesn't work. All right? So hopefully you can see what I'm talking about here with these zones, the green and the red, and kind of get a feel for what this thing is telling you. Okay? So that's all I really wanted to cover here was, and these are much more prevalent and much more useful in the hogs or in thinner markets because you get a lot more of them and they do well. All right, hopefully that was a valuable lesson, and maybe in the future I'll do something on the order imbalances in the hogs so that you can see what patterns lie there. All right, kids. Later. Damn, this is almost 10 minutes long. I talk too much.